Sunday Night Football had an instant classic where the Cincinnati Bengals traveled to SoFi, excuse me, to play the Los Angeles Chargers. Slip of the tongue, excuse me there. I like that stadium a lot, by the way. And dude, we had a classic back and forth. The Chargers had the lead for a good chunk of the game. Bengals come back, make it a game, but the Chargers are able to hold them off. Game sealing touchdown at the end by J.K. Dobbins, and then that's all she wrote. But man, what were your? It boggles my mind that the Bengals are in this position because Joe Burrow's having like a career year, but just things are not going their way.
Yeah, honestly, Joe Burrow's having an MVP type season, but because of the record, he's not going to be MVP.
Yeah, which is sad.
Yeah, but honestly, the Chargers came out. Herbert was like firing, on all cylinders. They were up like huge in the first half, and then Bengals came all the way back, tie up the game. They have a chance to go ahead. Field goal missed. They get the ball back, chance to go ahead. Field goal. The guy shanks 2 field goals in a row, and then Chargers get the ball. J.K. Dobbins rushes it in for the game-winning touchdown. And honestly, Chargers really deserve to win the game. I mean, they played better the whole game until kind of they just started breaking down. They let Jamar Chase go off. They let T. Higgins go off. Honestly, him back in the lineup definitely. When they have those 2 guys and Burrow like that, it's like they're really hard to stop. But Chargers, they had just enough and luck on their side with bad field goal kicking again. It seems like that's like a current theme, especially this week. There's a lot of field goals missed. Yeah. So it was one of those things.
Joe Burrow, for the record, is having an incredible season. He has over 3,000 yards passing, which is first in the NFL. He's thrown 27 touchdowns, which is first in the NFL. His QBR is 76.1, which is first in the NFL. And he's only thrown 4 interceptions in this season, which is tied.
Insane.
An incredible season, and yet with those stats, they're 4-6 or 4-7. Like they are just not. It's not working out for them.
Yeah, they got to run the table really to make the playoffs because I mean they can't lose another game at this point. Yeah. So it's crazy to say, but like we kind of talked about it. Like, yeah, could they do it? And they were on their way. They're working along there, and then they just couldn't close the deal here against the Chargers. They were talking about saving their season. They almost did it, but I think it's going to be really hard for them to make the playoffs at this point.
Specifically in that division as well.
Yeah.
Being in the AFC North, having to deal with both the Ravens and the Steelers, who are just monster teams this year, who happen to play each other this week. I don't think anything's going to work out in their favor to get them into the playoffs. But I mean, if you're a Bengals fan, at least Burrow's having the year that he's having. You just got to figure kind of everything else out.
Yeah. No, Burrow has been incredible, and if you have him in fantasy, you're probably in first place in your league because he's been the number 1 player in fantasy this year.